Bill Belichick is wearing Carolina blue. He's been hired as the coach of the University of North Carolina Tar Heels football team, and everyone's had thoughts on that. Some positive, some negative. But let's hear from Dietz. Your thoughts on this hire?
It's neither. My thoughts are neither positive or negative. I'll go Bill Belichick. It is what it is.
Right.
You just came off having Mac Brown as your coach.
True.
So North Carolina, what are we doing here? The person I want to hear from is, you know who's probably the most upset right now?
Who?
Lawrence Taylor.
Point.
And I can tell you this for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Lawrence Taylor hates Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
And now he's coaching at Lawrence Taylor's alma mater.
Yep.
I went to an autograph signing and got to meet Lawrence Taylor, and of course we're in Connecticut, so a lot of Patriot fans. Mm-hmm. So somebody asked him about how he feels about Bill Belichick, and Lawrence Taylor told the greatest story of all time. So Lawrence Taylor, when Bill Parcells was thinking about hiring Bill Belichick as his defensive coordinator,
mm-hmm.
Lawrence Taylor walked into Bill Parcells. He walked into his hotel room, walked into Parcells' hotel room and says, "If you hire this special teams guy to be the defensive coordinator, I will quit football."
Oh, wow.
He said, I sat down I sat down with Bill, and we had a 2-hour discussion, and he talked me into it. And at the end of the discussion, I said, "You want to make him the defensive coordinator? That's fine. Just tell him not to talk to me."
Wow.
That was what he said. This is the story Lawrence Taylor told at this thing. And I was like, this guy is awesome.
I will say this. The people who were wringing their hands and crying was most of Cowboys Nation, because they were so for certain that Bill was going to come in and take over for McCarthy. I'm like, there's no chance. But here's the thing. With the structure, with this Belichick Bible that he's bringing up, with this structure that he's bringing in, how do you think the player, especially the newcomers that may come in through the transfer portal, how do you think they're going to take to that?
I don't think you're going to get a lot of I don't think you're going to hit it. I don't think you're going to get a lot of You're not going to get transfers to North Carolina, and there's one reason why. Most people are probably going to go there with the thought of, I'm going to play for Bill Belichick, and I'm going to go there and want to play. And you know what's going to happen? They're going to get on campus and realize they're the number 3. They're number 3.
Right.
Okay? It does not matter. North Carolina, Tar Heels, and I'll cede this. If Jay Spivey tells me I'm wrong, I'll cede it to him, because he is North Carolina.
That he is.
But you tell me, from what I know about North Carolina, basketball is number 1. It does not matter. What the football team does not matter, because they're looking to basketball season.
It's a basketball school. Well, the entire triangle is more so basketball than anything else.
And so those kids are going to go on campus, and we're going to play for Bill Belichick. When they realize they're not even going to be number 2 on that campus, because it's going to be men's basketball, women's basketball,
and then football,
and then football, and that's the hierarchy. That's the hierarchy of how it goes at North Carolina.
And in some cases, given recent success, it may fall to number 4 because of the recent success of the baseball team.
Right, the baseball team is good. The soccer team, their soccer team is amazing.
Their soccer team's incredible.
So that's the thing. They're going to go there thinking we're going to play top level college football, and you're going in and all of a sudden, wait, we're behind. The basketball guys are getting treated better than us. I'm going somewhere. I'm going to somewhere like Alabama. I'm going to somewhere like Auburn, where the basketball team is good, but football's still king.
Yep, but football is king.
So
you don't think that can be changed where like there could actually give a little more respect to the football squad?
I don't think I don't see that ever getting that's never going to get uprooted at North Carolina. It's the same way at Duke. You're never going to outlap. You're never going to outbeat the basketball team,
right?
And that goes to the basketball team has had so many championships. They've had so many great players come through there, and you've seen great players at North Carolina. North Carolina has had three number one picks.
I mean, who's the one we always think of when we talk about UNC?
Julius Peppers.
Well, Julius Peppers. I'm talking about from basketball.
Oh, for basketball, it's Michael. Come on,
right.
But,
So I agree. Most people are going to come because of that, and I think the only way you could have gotten that is with Belichick's name, because the same thing we had with Colorado. But Colorado is a different monster because Colorado was basically didn't have anything.
Yeah, Colorado's a different animal.
And it's a different animal too, because in Colorado, football drives Colorado. Colorado has always been a football school.
Yeah,
you go back to the Bobby Ross days. You go back to the you go back to the days of Cordell Stewart and Michael Westbrook.
And Bill McCarthy, with Bill McCarthy being the coach.
Bill McCarthy and all of that stuff, all of those kinds of Colorado has always been a football school. Basketball, they've had good basketball teams and they've had good basketball players. Chauncey Billups.
Yep.
So they've had good players, but the basketball team never usurped the football team.
Never usurped football.
Even when the football team was going 1-10 and they were a dreadful team. Football still ruled the day in Colorado.
They still had sellout crowds,
and that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen at North Carolina. Right. It doesn't matter what North Carolina could win the ACC, go to a playoff. It doesn't matter because the basketball team is going to be in the tournament. They're going to make a deep run in the tournament because they always do.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, unless you have like a decade of just complete North Carolina, or where the Tar Heels basketball just completely falls off the face of the earth, and they don't make the tournament for like a decade, but that's never gonna happen at North Carolina. That's not gonna happen.
Right.
That's not realistic for North Carolina. North Carolina in 10 years they'll probably make 9 tournaments. And probably a lot of them as number ones as number one seeds.
Something you had said a while back in your first few years on the show. You said one of the best coaches they've ever had was Larry Fedora, and it's because he spoke the truth about college football and how that hierarchy plays out. And it's starting to play. It's starting to play out here with the playoff, and now with Carolina hiring Bill Belichick as their coach. You said some time back, Dietz, that in the future they'd go for a big name instead of someone who can really help the program. Do you believe that even more now with them hiring Belichick?
I think so. What really is going to come down, and this is how it is. It's still, can you recruit? It's can you get Bill Belichick, and Bill Belichick is a personal guy. From all the people I've never talked to him. But from everybody who has talked to him, they've always said he's a different guy in front of the mic than he is sitting down in your living room.
Really?
And that's always what they've said. Like Bill Belichick, like he's a personable guy. He's funny. He's worldly. He's a worldly guy. The problem is the perception of Bill Belichick is he's a curmudgeon. He's not going to look at, when you're recruiting these kids, you have to be able to be that guy. You have to be the guy that these parents are saying, yeah, you can have my kid.
That has the charm.
You have my kid's best. You have my kid's best interest at your heart. Is that anything we've ever thought about Bill Belichick? No, we've always thought he has the team and football before everything else.
Yeah. he has that stink face that most people like can't.
And a lot of those kids, a lot of parents are not. They're not going to send their kid there.
No,
they're not going to send their kid there because they're going to be like, no, he's going to look out for the football team. He's not looking out for my kid.
Great point.
So he needs to surround himself with good recruiters who can go in and say, hey, look, Bill is a great guy. Let's get Bill on the phone right now and do it that way, because that's what's going to be the selling point. The point to getting them there is, hey, Bill Belichick's the coach. The second step is, hey, this is going to be a good spot for your kid. Your kid is going to learn here. So,
lot to sort through.
Yeah.
And,
yes, indeed.
On Tobacco Road, lot to sort through.